comes the bride, all dressed in brides. Brides, 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 brides. Funny, I thought there were more lyrics than that.
I appreciate the sentiment, old man, but she hasn't said yes yet.
No, indeed, Mr. Doe. In fact, I couldn't help but notice that her first reaction was to chain us up in this cove. At high tide.
Ugh. It's just foreplay. She'll warm up.
Deep breath. Here comes a big one.
Just think what our honeymoon will be like.
Is that an invitation?
Definitely not.
You know, I'm starting to worry about you. I'm afraid you might actually drown. I, of course, am composed of 86.66% seawater, so this is quite rejuvenating for me. Your refreshment.
Athena won't let me die. This is just her playing hard to get. If I could just get these shackles off.
I, for one, am ecstatic that you and Athena might put your differences aside. Very big of you, after Lex and Archie went dark and Agent Corrino plummeted to her death in Athena's volcano.
Don't talk about Quinn. This whole situation with my team is just something that Athena and I will need to work through in couples therapy, but I am willing to make that commitment.
Speaking of commitment, it's our old friend, the EMF quadruplane.
They have the worst timing.
Chet, Admiral. It's me, Athena. This little guy flew over the perimeter about an hour ago. There was probably a top-secret mission for you on it, but I had some things I needed to say to you, so I taped over it.
She knows me so well.
Listen, Chet, I know it may seem like I'm overreacting to your proposal by leaving you to drown at high tide, but believe me, I am showing restraint. My first impulse was to throw you in the piranha tank. Can you believe those things come standard in these layers? Anyway, leaving you to a slow, painful death has really given me time to think. I've decided I'm not going to kill you. Not just yet, anyway.
Oh, that's my Trixie. Always thinking ahead.
And as for your proposal...
Here it comes.
I have a good feeling, Mr. Doe.
Well, it's like you always say, sweetie. Rejected.
Oh, don't despair, my friend. You still have me. Uh-oh. This one's a whopper. And it's full of crabs.
Mission Rejected. The story of the world's most secret agents. The Backups. Tonight's episode, 3 Days of the Condo.
Let me just get this electric started.
Okay, everybody, I'm Board President Louis Friedman, and I'd like to call the 367th meeting of the Merlin Grove Condos Executive Board to order.
Don't talk so fast, Louis.
Let's start with roll call. Vice President Marlene.
Present.
Secretary Francis.
Present.
Hi, Bart Bradoff, age 302. I'd like to discuss the cloudiness of the pool water.
That's all you ever want to talk about, you old coot.
I believe I have the floor.
Rosalie DeSales, A101.
Owner concerns come after roll call.
What about the pool water?
I want to talk about the addition of security cameras in the courtyard.
We already have cameras in the courtyard. They were put in earlier this year.
That's my point exactly. As you know, my unit is on the courtyard level. How do I know the security cameras aren't being pointed into my window?
The cameras point into the courtyard and out to the street. No one wants to look into your apartment. I won't even come to your Christmas party. Not that I'm invited. Moving on to...
Number 2 is about the photos I took of the garbage men. Why have they been taken down from the lobby bulletin board?
Because 1, you put them under a banner that said local trash, perhaps inadvertently seen as a comment on the character. And 2nd, because you didn't ask their permission to have their photos taken.
Well, they come in and out of the building saying they're the garbage crew. But how are people supposed to know that's true? Any old robber or rapist could get a trash removal uniform and saunter into our building.
Hence the security cameras, Rose.
I think people have a right to know who has a right to be in our condo.
Noted. Third and final issue.
Speaking of strangers, who is this creep you let move into A103? This guy is living right across the hall from me, and I am getting some bad vibes.
Bad vibes?
Yes, Marlene, bad vibes. Like the way every woman under 40 feels when they see you leering at them in the pool.
Which is very cloudy.
Bart, the pool is closed until further notice, so just cool your jets, okay, man? Do you have a specific complaint to lodge here, Rose?
Well, who is he? He says his name is Mr. Hemingway, and that he's a writer. But come on. I can't find any record of a writer named Hemingway before 6 months ago.
You couldn't have looked very hard.
You know what I mean. I have a right to know who my neighbors are. And apparently, this board doesn't care who moves in here.
No. Obviously, we would be concerned if he were violating the bylaws in any way, but we need more than just your bad vibes.
Oh, just you wait. I know the bylaws better than anyone. He'll trip up. You just wait and see.
Oh, I spelled condition on my typewriter.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha! The conservatory at last. I'm afraid your time is up, Gloria. For I, Bowden Montcrief, the world's greatest detective, declare that the only possible culprit was Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the lead pipe.
No, sorry, I have the lead pipe.
Wrong again, Bowden.
That's impossible! We've been playing this game for hours. We literally exhausted every possible choice.
But I thought you were the world's greatest detective, Bowden.
It does seem rather odd. Are you sure you dealt the cards right, Ms. McGrath?
Oh, I'm sure.
Wait a minute. Gloria, give me the solution card envelope.
Here you go.
Boardwalk, Marvin Gardens, and Waterworks? These are Monopoly cards!
I know! Oh, Lord, I can't believe how long I was able to drag that out.
You deliberately wasted our time?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. This must be Skip. Finally! I can't believe he missed that epic prank. Hey, Skipper. Where are you?
Good evening, Miss McGrath.
Huh?
In order to comply with new budget cuts, all EMF operatives must leave headquarters by 6 p.m. Friday. It is now 6:01. Please return to your quarters and allow Mr. Montcrief and Miss Kovak to go home.
What kind of stupid new rule is that?
Ours is not to reason why.
Why wouldn't Agent Granger have told us about this?
Agent Granger is no longer listed as an active operative.
Wait, what? That's like literally impossible. This sounds like Prescott's doing. That rat. I want to talk to him.
Oh, fat chance. It's Bureaucrat Appreciation Weekend at Knott's Berry Farm.
Then I want to see Anders.
She went home at 5. It's her and Pat's anniversary.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I get some answers about where Skip is.
Come on, McGrath. I gotta lock up. It's roller derby night.
The man is an enigma.
This doesn't make sense. Being an EMF agent is everything to Skip.
He did take the last mission pretty hard.
It's true. He's looked lower than Steve Stonheim at Patty LaPone's birthday party.
Yeah, okay, but even if he was going to quit, which I'm not saying he did, he didn't even say goodbye.
Just like Patty LaPone at Mandy Patinkin's Emmy party.
I'm getting to the bottom of this. Time to do a little hacking on the mainframe. Huh?
Oh.
What?
It's a blackout.
No, I think it's the budget cuts.
Fine. They want us out of here? Let's get out of here. Gloria, get your car keys.
Come on. Come on. Dang, the stiff right wheel.
Oh.
Ah, sugar.
Mr. Hemingway. It is Mr. Hemingway, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Widow DeSales, how are you?
I told you, weirdo. You can call me Rosalie. Oh, my. It looks like you have a lot of groceries. Why don't I give you a hand?
No, ma'am. I can manage.
That is heavy.
No.
I got it.
No, ma'am.
What have you got in there?
Just the necessities.
Are those radio parts?
What? No, it's the annual can sale at the Shop Smart. Can never have too much chicken and Stars soup.
Well, I'll just help you put them all away. What are neighbors for?
No, thank you. I prefer to do it myself. And to be left alone. Please excuse me.
I'm on to you.
What do you mean?
What are you hiding in there? A dog? A cat? A snake?
Let go of my door, please.
This condominium is strictly no pets. It's in the bylaws.
I assure you, Mrs. DeSales, I have no pets. I just like my privacy. Now, good day.
I bet it's a pot-belly pig.
I decided to open the Chardonnay we got on the Napa trip. I thought it would go well with the fish. I hope it's not too oaky. Who could that be? Pat, did you order me flowers?
Hey, Azelle.
What?
Hope you don't mind some company.
What the hell, McGrath?
Hey, it's Friday night. Time for some team bonding.
No,
You
hey,
already missed
what?
board games.
Get out of my house, now.
Hello, Zelda.
What?
Sorry to show up empty-handed, but I didn't know we were coming. Ooh, is that the Chardonnay from Napa?
Bowden.
Good evening, Section Chief. Happy anniversary. No. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing in here. I hope we're not interrupting anything special.
As a matter of fact, you are. We are just about to have a very nice dinner that my wife has been planning for days. So please, whatever this is, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. And I certainly don't want to have to clean it up later. So just go.
Where's Skip?
Agent Granger is temporarily off duty.
See, it's just temporary. Ms. McGrath was worried.
Well, worry no more. I'm sure he'll be back as soon as possible. Now, if you'll all go off and enjoy your weekend, so I can enjoy mine.
Zelda, do we have guests?
No, we do not.
Oh my gosh. Are you Pat? The Pat?
Guilty. Let me guess. You must be McGrath.
Mackenzie. McGrath. It's Mackenzie McGrath.
It's so nice to meet you, Mackenzie. I have heard so much about you. I feel like we're old friends. Just like this guy here.
Oh,
hello, Bowden.
Pat, it is so good to see you.
Give me a hug.
Oh, your hugs are like magic.
Oh, can I get in on this?
Of course. Come here, Gloria.
Wait, how do you know Gloria?
Unlike some people, Pat accepted my invitation to see my one-man a chorus line. Pat, Gloria, and I went for coffee later.
I thought we agreed we were going to skip that one, dear.
We have to support our friends in their endeavors. It was fine. You had to work, and I had the night off.
Pat, I have so many questions. Where did you and Zelda meet? What do you have in common? What is that delicious smell?
It's trout with an orange saffron sauce. It's just coming out of the oven. Hun, why don't you set places at the table for our guests?
Oh no, they're not staying.
You know I think you're cute when you're stubborn. Come on, Mackenzie, Bowden, Gloria, there are plates on the buffet, and let me just grab the trout and then I'll get an extra chair out of the study.
All right, you win. Agent Granger is currently working undercover. The recent wiping of all your identities provided us with a rare opportunity to put someone in the field with no trace of their past life. The mission came from Interpol through Prescott. Skip volunteered before I even knew about it.
Well, I want to talk to him.
You can't. None of us can. He can't risk breaking cover until he's made contact with the target. I'm sorry. Truly.
Then I want to know where he is.
No.
Tell it to us straight, Zelda. Is he in danger?
There's risk inherent in any undercover operation.
Oh, I wish I could have given him some coaching. Skip doesn't know how to delve into a character's soul.
All right, well, maybe we should let the section chief and her wife enjoy their anniversary.
The section chief can have a peaceful dinner alone with her wife as soon as she tells me where Skip is.
McGrath, you know I can't.
Is everyone good with Chardonnay? I could uncork a red if that's to your liking.
It is to my liking.
Well, get on in here, Mackenzie.
Is that green beans almondine?
Oh, and panzanella salad?
And Parker House rolls?
Bowden.
Sorry, Zelda, but it would be rude to refuse your wife's hospitality.
Now, don't fill up on those rolls, Bo. There is creme brulee for dessert.
Zelda, you are one lucky woman.
I used to think so, yes.
Sometimes I feel like a spy. Sometimes I don't.
Mr. Hemingway, this is Mr. McClare calling. Mr. Hemingway, come in.
I read you, Leclerc. This is Hemingway.
Excellent. I've been on the horn with Interpol. They're very anxious for an update. Have you found evidence of the assets?
The buried treasure?
The assets.
Nope. If there's anything buried here, it's truly buried. I will say we can rule out the courtyard. Sadie Thompson and the gardening committee tear it up every other Tuesday as they strive to find the perfect arrangements for the azaleas.
What about the competition? Have you made contact yet?
No. The description you gave me is that of a Caucasian male in his 60s, of average height and build, and balding. Interdepartmental Liaison Prescott, I'm not sure you're aware of this, but that describes every man in this building except me.
Careful with the real name there, buckaroo. You should know better. We don't know who's listening.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not one to question orders, but why did I have to build this long-wave radio from scratch? Why couldn't I just use a secure phone?
We suspect that our suspect suspects that we suspect him, which leads me to suspect that he'd suspect that we are using a secure mobile phone, and I suspect he's got a way of tapping into that. Better to go with the unexpected.
I suppose.
I have to tell you, Mr. Hemingway, there's a lot riding on this. We can't have another one of your little whoopsies. You don't think you've been made, do you?
No, I've done just as you've instructed. I keep a low profile, blend into the background. Nobody here even notices me. Well, nobody except...
Except?
Rosalie DeSales. She's my neighbor across the hall, and she is incredibly nosy.
Damn it. A lol. I was afraid of this.
Sir?
LOL, a little old lady? The bane of the undercover agent. They know everything, see everything, put their noses in everybody's business. You need to be careful, Mr. Hemingway. You only have 2 more days to beat the competition to the treasure.
I thought we weren't supposed to call it that.
Well, you're not. Over and out.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Oh, Mrs. DeSales, I have told you for the last time, I want to be left Oh, you're not Mrs. DeSales.
Well, thank goodness for that. Louis Friedman, I'm the Condo board president. Realized we hadn't properly met, and I do like to get to know all the neighbors. Could I come in?
This isn't a great time.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Hemingway. It is Hemingway, right? Not Ernest, I suppose.
Yes, actually. My parents were big fans.
Of his writing?
No, his drinking.
Hey, neat ham radio. Did you get these parts off the internet?
Well, I tried, but I kept missing the UPS man. Seems the intercom buzzer on the gate is broken. Why can't you just give the delivery people gate passes?
See that, Ernest? That's exactly what I came up here to talk about.
The gate?
Ideas. We need young blood on the board. I know you've only been here a short time, but I think you should run for the seat in the upcoming election.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I barely just moved in, and I'm on a deadline at work, and honestly, my life is a bit of a mess right now.
Well, I find when things are tough, it's good to have someone to talk with. Maybe your dad.
No, he passed away.
Your boss.
Not on good terms.
Brother?
Under the sea.
Friend.
I, sort of left my old town abruptly. They probably don't even realize I'm gone.
Well, you've got Louis Friedman. Anytime you need to talk, you don't hesitate to come up to D602 and get it off your chest.
Thank you. That's actually very nice.
Hey, your guitar, is that a Fender? Oh, come to daddy.
Wow, you're really good.
I just fool around. I've got a Gibson myself. You can come up sometime and we'll jam. Or better yet, I'll bring mine down here and we can really piss off Rosalie.
Thank you. I'd like that.
Say, do you like Clue?
Do I? Oh man, at my old place, Friday night was always board game night. I really do miss it.
Well, come on up to old Casa de Friedman. I've been itching for a game.
Really? Can I be Mr. Green?
Tell you what, I'll even make milkshakes. How does that sound?
With whipped cream?
Is there any other kind?
No!
There you go, Mackenzie. Gloria?
Oh, I really shouldn't. Too much coffee this late at night and I'll never get to sleep.
I also have decaf.
Well, how can I say no?
Like this. No, thank you. It's really quite late. We should be going. I don't need any coffee.
Coffee is a right.
I've heard that.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? thou art more lovely and more temperate.
It's just coffee, Bowden.
If this is just coffee, then I'm just a 2-time Webby Award nominee.
And that meal! I've never tasted anything like it.
I always think a meal is more delicious when it's shared with friends. So, here's to friends, old and new. Cheers.
Come on, Zelda. It doesn't count if you don't look every person in the eye.
You know, this has been a really special night. When Zelda and I first got together, we couldn't celebrate. I mean, not really. Not the way other people could. Then, a few years ago, when we could finally make our union legal, well, a judge friend of ours married us on her lunch break. To have all of you with us tonight has been a pleasure. There's a lot of love in this room. Zelda and me, Bowden and Gloria, the love of all of us together, a friendship. Yes, even you, Mackenzie. She won't say it out loud, but I know that Zelda feels the same.
Well, I mean...
She loves you all. And she loves Skip Granger, too. That's why my beautiful, compassionate wife is going to tell you where you can find Skip, so that you can all go help him, and then she and I can enjoy the end of our anniversary evening together.
Whoa, how did you know?
Mackenzie, you carved "Where is Skip" in the mashed potatoes.
And they were so good, by the way.
Thank you. Zelda, will you help our friends?
You. All right. Skip is in Santa Barbara.
They're reviving Santa Barbara and they got Skip and not me?
The city, Bowden, not the soap opera. He's at the Merlin Court condos, where Prescott believes there is a buried trove of wealth from the Axis powers.
Nazi gold?
Franco silver?
Mussolini bronze.
Why would Prescott send Skip on a treasure hunt?
We got word from Interpol that a descendant of one of Mussolini's generals has taken up residence at the condo and is also after the bronze. Could be trying to fund a fascist movement here in the States. Or worse, donating to the RNC.
Gloria, get the car fired up. We're heading to the airport.
Aye, aye.
Ah, my old mistress, the overnight to L.A. We can drive up the coast from there and be at Skip's first thing tomorrow.
Do not blow his cover, McGrath. Not only would you be putting him in danger, but who knows what Prescott will do to you.
Don't sweat it, Zelda. That treasure is as good as found.
Here, I've packed you each a doggy bag. Extra rolls for Bowden.
Aww.
That airplane food. That's a real nightmare. Go find your friend.
Oh,
Gloria,
yeah!
put some of those rolls in your bag. That girl.
You are an extraordinary woman.
Now, I know you're going to worry, so I slipped a tracker in Mackenzie's coffee. It should be in her bloodstream by now. You'll be able to monitor them from here.
You always know the best thing to get me.
And, as a bonus, it should last for about 3 months, so you can peek in on her as needed.
It's like Christmas.
Well, I'm not the head of the CIA for nothing. Happy anniversary, Zelda.
This is EMF agent Skip Granger recording his progress on Operation Settle for Bronze. I am beginning my search in the recreational area of the condo. I will proceed in an orderly grid.
Who are you talking to?
Widow DeSales. What are you doing down here?
To ask you the same thing. The rec area is closed until the pool water has been cleared up.
Closed for use, but I'm just taking a little constitutional. This building has fascinating architectural details. I'm a bit of an architect myself.
I thought you said you were a writer.
Well, I write about architecture.
Name one of your books.
Pardon?
Name one of your books. I'd love to read one. In fact, I'll order one off the internet right now from my phone. Just tell me the name.
Well, I mostly write articles.
For what magazine?
Architectural Digest?
There are no articles by Ernest Hemingway on their website.
I'm a ghostwriter.
Under what name?
I am Paige?
I don't know what your deal is, mister.
Ow!
But believe me when I tell you that I am going to find out.
Could you please not jab your finger into my solar plexus?
Leave the boy alone, Rosalie, or the board's going to bring you up on a harassment complaint.
Thanks, Lewis.
Oh, there he is. 7:15 on the nose as usual. I could set my watch by you, Lewis.
What do you mean?
This one's almost as slippery as you, Hemingway. He comes down here every morning at 7:15 a.m. and comes out at 3:20 p.m. using the maintenance entrance in the courtyard.
I'm trying to fix the pool. I would think, as such a concerned resident, you would appreciate that I'm trying to save us some money by making the repairs myself. Now let Mr. Hemingway go and leave me to my work, would you?
All right. But I've got both my eyes on both of you.
Sorry about that. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, Lewis, maybe you can help me out. I'm quite interested in some of the architectural choices down here. The patterns in the tile are very distinctive.
It's an old building. There's stuff from 100 years ago and stuff the maintenance staff did 6 weeks ago. You live here long enough, it all just blends together. Yeah. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I've got a pool to fix. Still on for our jam session?
Tonight at 7, just in time for Rose to watch Jeopardy? Wouldn't miss it. We can keep working on the song we're writing.
I've got some ideas for the bridge.
Hey, down low.
Right on.
Yeah. Right, resuming operation. The recreation area is original to the building with a unique terracotta tile floor. Every third tile has a decoration carved into it. I would describe them as follows: green clovers, blue diamonds, purple horseshoes. Man, I should have had breakfast today. Wait, this is odd. One of the horseshoes is painted gold. Well, it's faded a bit with time, but it's definitely there. What in blazes? Mr. Friedman? Lewis?
Oh, hey, kiddo, I thought you left.
What are you doing?
This pool is all junked up. These pipes should have been replaced years ago. But there's no way to access them without tearing up the deck.
Shouldn't we hire a contractor or something for that?
Well, we should, but thanks to Rosalie, we can't. She rabble-roused enough residents to vote down our last budget. So it's either me and my engineering degree, or the pool stays closed. Listen, I don't want to sound like Rose, but this area is closed. I don't want to blow your ears out with this thing.
I understand!
I spy with my little eye something that starts with the letter Q.
Q? Really?
Jesus! I knew a road trip with the two of you was a gamble, but can you not be quiet for 2 seconds?
I'm sorry, McGrath, but I'm just trying to stay awake. Must have had too much of Pat's coffee. I didn't get a wink of sleep on that flight.
So just take a nap now. We've got about an hour.
Oh no, I keep a very strict sleep schedule, imparted to me by none other than Sidney Poitier. No cat naps for me. Once I shut my eyes, it's a full 8 hours every time.
It's true. We have to leave the lights on a lot.
Okay, that does it.
Whoa, easy there, Mario Capretti.
I am going to make this trip as short as humanly possible.
In that case, turn off exit 16. I learned a shortcut while I was briefly Demi Lovato's collagen provider.
Oh, Chidova! My turn. I spy with my little eye.
Report number 3. My surveying activities for the day have been interrupted until at least 3:30 p.m. while work is carried out in the pool area. Being in the lowest level of the condo, I believe it is the most likely spot for buried treasure.
Hemingway!
Mrs. DeSales, what is it now?
If you're going to have visitors, you should be here to greet them.
I'm not expecting any guests.
They were at the gate. Very suspicious looking. Came in a rental car. License plate THX.
Wait, how do you know they were here for me?
I went out there and asked them. They were trying to use a buzzer, but we all know that has been broken for months. I keep telling the board to fix it.
Well, maybe if you voted to pass the budget, things might actually change for the better around here.
The budget? Ha! Louis Friedman would know a balanced budget if it bit him in the ass. Cuts to maintenance, suspending long-time vendor contracts, and the expenses. Security cameras are one thing, but motion detectors? I drew up a perfectly reasonable budget myself. Let me show you. I keep copies.
No, thank you. What about these visitors?
I told them to pound pavement.
No, what did they look like?
2 girls and a dope who looked just like the guy in the ass for my back cream.
Oh, no. Excuse me, Mrs. DeSales. I have to go.
I still want to show you that budget.
Please be wrong. Please be wrong.
Ow! Jeez, watch where you're... Skip?
McGrath!
I should have recognized those frenzied footsteps anywhere.
You didn't think we'll let you go on a treasure hunt alone, did you?
Oh, Skip, it's so good to see you.
It's Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway.
No, I don't see it. You're Dave Barry, at best.
What are you doing here? How did you even know where I was?
You ever meet Zelda's wife, Pat? Turns out she's amazing. She got Zelda to give up your location.
That is unacceptable. You have to go. Please go now. I am handling this myself.
Uh-oh, somebody's gone all Christian Bale.
What is with you, Skip?
Please go. You are putting yourselves in danger.
That's sort of our job.
The last time you followed me on a mission, I got us captured, brainwashed, and very nearly killed.
Is that what this is about? Skip, nobody blames you for what Prescott did to us.
Not to mention, you then saved us and all of Washington, D.C.
Not me. Ken Anderson.
Oh boy. Okay, I can see you're going through something, Skip, but we're all here now. Let us help you finish this mission.
How did you even get in? The gate buzzer is broken.
Oh, we just tried every apartment until one of them worked.
Really? Which one?
All right. Keep your pants on. I'm coming. Oh, it's you.
Mrs. DeSales, I'd like to take a look at that logbook of yours.
Pay dirt.
Freeze, sucker.
Rose, for the love of...
Find what you're looking for, Lewis?
Ernest, yes. I think I found the bad pipe. What are you doing down here, and who are your friends?
State condo inspectors. We'd like to take a look at your budget.
We've had reports of some very suspicious cuts.
We thought we'd start with a sorry state of this pool.
Aren't you the guy on my back cream tube?
Oh, a fan.
Whatever, we're in California. Everyone's an actor. Gloria here is the new face of Christian Mingle.
What? Oh, yes, I am. Praise single Jesus.
Lewis, I need to ask you to move away from that hole you just made.
Slowly, or I'll ventilate you.
You're holding a rolling pin.
And I know how to use it, Lewis. Move.
Whoa.
Is that gold?
No, it's bronze. Sweet, glorious bronze.
Oh. Smile. Louis Friedman. Real name, Ultorico Edirenzo. Great-grandson of Ennio Reali. Personal valet to Mussolini himself.
Baffangool.
Ennio Reali? He was the original architect of this building.
He must have smuggled the bronze out of Italy when the war was over and then hid it in the foundations of this building.
Skip, I only see a few bars of bronze. This is hardly a treasure trove.
Gloria, find a way to drain the pool.
Oh, found it.
Would you look at that? There must be 36 stacks of bronze in there.
You figured out the code embedded in the tile long ago, didn't you, Lewis? You followed the golden horseshoes right to the pool. You got yourself elected to the board, then closed the pool off due to cloudy water.
Water that has allowed you to hide the bronze as you dug it up.
You made sure your budget would never get passed, so you could guarantee that the repair work would have to be carried out by you.
And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you and your meddling friends.
You're a real jerk. You know that, Friedman? Or Dorenzo, or whatever your name is.
How did you figure it out, kiddo?
My friend showed up, and the only buzzer that works is yours? Why would you want to make sure your guests had unfettered access to the condo, but no one else's? And who would have been coming by? Thank goodness for the widow DeSales and her little black book.
I keep track of everybody who comes in and out of this place. Date, time, description, and license plates.
The Gladys Kravitz maneuver.
I ran those plates through our system. Alberto Calavici, Umberto Magarelli, Amelia Fonzarelli.
Are you a dialect coach?
No, I've been doing Duolingo. All descendants of Mussolini's minions, and all, conveniently, in the demolition business.
The sons and daughters of Little Italy.
Make Italy great again.
Look at all that precious metal. What's there alone could pay to have this whole wreck area redone, and who knows how much more is under here.
Well, bronze is only worth about $1.90 per pound. Just eyeballing this, I'd say you've got about 3,500 pounds of bronze, so that's...
$6,650.
What a ripoff!
This particular bronze is of historic value. I'm sure the government would be willing to pay a more than fair price to the Condo Association in exchange for it. In fact, I bet they'd even redo this whole rec center if you let them tear it up to find the rest.
Wait till that old coot Bart Bradoff hears about this. He's going to flip. I'm going to call him.
I just need to ask you one thing, Lewis. Did you know I was a secret agent? Were you spending time with me just to keep me off your scent?
No, kiddo. I actually liked you a lot. Gotta work on those guitar chords, though.
Another father figure down the drain.
Cheer up, Skip. At least your nosy next-door neighbor turned out to be an all-right dame.
Right. The feds are going to pay for a whole new pool. Water jets, a sauna, the works. Only thing is, work can't start until they excavate this crime scene. Could take years. You'll probably be dead before it ever opens, you old crank.
We better go home before she finds out about my pygmy pig.
Did you bring Ham Rockwell?
Nope, Liza's family.
Mission Rejected was created by Pete Barry, J. Michael DeAngelis, and John Dowgin. This episode was written and directed by J. Michael DeAngelis. It starred Chris Klaniecki as Skip Granger, Nazli Sarpkaya as Mackenzie McGrath, Dave Stanger as Bowden Montcrief, Paige Klaniecki as Gloria Kovak, Faith Dowgin as Section Chief Zelda Anders, with Kirk White as Chet Phillips and Kevin McGrath as the mission voice. Also starring Ashley Banks as Athena O'Brien, Gene Barry as Quinn Corrino, Jill Ivey as Marlene, and Bob Killion as Bart Bradoff and the Admiral. Guest starring Jay Malarcher as Lewis Friedman, Andrea Smith as Rosalie DeSalles, Dave Surface as J.J. Prescott, Rebecca Surface as Lucky, and Sarah Ray Werner as Pat. Sarah Ray Werner is the creator and writer of Girl in Space and the Right Now podcasts. Find out more at www.sarahwerner.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Mission Rejected. Support us on Patreon for bonus content, exclusive audio, and more at www.patreon.com/missionrejected. This has been a Portrait production, copyright 2020, Extraordinary Missions Limited.
Come on, Quinn. Come on. Almost. There! I thought Archie was crazy when he made us take that volcano survival vacation. But I guess joke's on me. All right. Get up. Find Chet. Get out.
Come on, you two. Lucky, find me some soothing ointments or something.
Shit. Gotta hide.
I gotta say, Phillips, you really took that crabbing like a man. The Admiral over here was crying like a baby, but you just took it.
I had something to live for.
Ah, yes, we all want to see the next Indiana Jones movie.
I meant Athena.
Oh.
Shut up. What? Chet, I'm a supervillain. You're my nemesis. It doesn't work. Look, do Batman and Catwoman go to town in their tight leather outfits every now and then? Sure, they do, but let's not mistake sex for love.
I'm not your nemesis. EMF is your nemesis. Skip Granger is your nemesis. Skip Granger took your father prisoner. Skip Granger blew up your satellite dishes. Skip Granger destroyed the Deceptionum. What did I ever do except follow you all over the world so I could propose?
Jeepers.
I don't know.
What do you want, Athena? What do you want right
I don't
now?
know.
It's yours. You want the Admiral? Here, have him.
Now, no one likes a turncoat, Mr. Doe.
Tell me what you want.
I want the EMF destroyed, ruined, ended.
No problem. A drone is bound to show up with a new mission. We'll take it from there.
All right, you've bought yourself at least that much. Now, let's get you in a nice oatmeal bath.
I prefer cream of wheat.
With peaches.
With peaches. Oh, peaches. I
Jesus.
love peaches. Delicious.
What just happened? Phillips, this better be one hell of an act you're putting on. I gotta get back to EMF. Now. I hope this place has a boat. This probably isn't really worth noting, but during my final radiation tests of the day, I saw a blip out in the opposite direction of Ra. It's a bright light with the pinpoint clarity of a star, but obviously it's not a star since it wasn't there yesterday. Or even a few hours ago. Also, it's moving. Charlotte's taking this new development with all the grace of a garbage fire. She barged in on her hydraulic arm while I was checking Ra's radiation emissions earlier, and started reciting the entire Caldwell Enterprises Emergency Preparedness Manual to me from start to finish. I took that to mean that she thinks the incoming light is a matter of some concern. I told her to be more optimistic, that it might not be coming directly toward us, that it could simply be a mirage, that she technically doesn't have a death to fear, but she just started reciting the manual all over again from the beginning. So I wedged a fallen tree branch up into the hydraulic tracks to block her from exiting the glass house. Subscribe using your favorite podcast app or stream episodes at girlinspacepodcast.com. It's all here in space.